welcome to another Cars Ireland used car review. It's another very cold and very foggy day here at Bill Griffin Motors on the Naas Road, and today I'm going to show you around this 2008 Volvo S40. Now, Volvo is a brand renowned for its estate cars, so often the rest of the range can get overlooked, which is a real shame because they also do some excellent coupes and saloons, like this one here. This second generation model ran from 2004 to 2012 and offers a great value and quirky alternative to some of the other compact saloons on the market. Now, Volvo has always had a sort of an offbeat image, and the interior of the S40 certainly reflects that. The first thing you'll notice is this floating centre console, which is particularly striking in this model with the wooden trim. It sort of looks like an old-fashioned stereo, but hey, it works pretty well. It's very simple and easy to use. You'll never be left scratching your head saying, what does that button do? Because they only give you exactly what you need here. You've got your CD and radio controls, a number pad, the aircon buttons, and that's it. It's nice and simple. This high-spec SE model comes with cream leather seats which you will just sink into. Volvo put an awful lot of work and research into seating ergonomics, and you can really tell because these are some of the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in. It's quite spacious in the front, not so much in the rear. Legroom for adult passengers is just a little bit tight and the middle seat is quite narrow. You will get three in there at a squeeze, you probably just won't want to leave them in there for very long. As for boot space, it's adequate but not huge. Then again, if that's what you were after, you'd probably be looking at the V50 estate version anyway. Another thing Volvo goes hand in hand with is safety, so the 5-star NCAP safety rating should come as no surprise. And the 4 grades of steel used in the exterior ensure maximum protection in the event of any impact. Now, I am told that this extra enforcement does impact on the size of the door bins, but personally I would take safety over storage any day. It also comes with all the usual safety features. You've got ABS, traction control, front, side and passenger airbags, and all models from 2007 onwards come with ISOFIX fittings for child seats. To drive, it handles quite similarly to the Focus, which it shares many of its components with. So again, very planted, nice light, accurate steering, a comfortable suspension, and great sound insulation in the cabin for a quiet and refined drive. You can generally count on Volvo for reliability, but there were a couple of recalls on this model, so just make sure those have been carried out before you buy, and as always, check the service history. You'll be spoiled for choice when it comes to engines. The petrol start at a 1.6 and go all the way up to the top of the range 2.4 T5 model, which is the same engine that they use in the Focus ST, and will do 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds. This here is a 1.8 Flexi Fuel model, which is great for everyday driving. It's got 125 brake horsepower, so a nice bit of pull for overtaking and very comfortable on the motorway. There's a nice choice of diesels too, again starting with a 1.6 and ending with the 180 brake horsepower 2.4 litre D5. So there's some very powerful and very frugal options, and some even offer a bit of both. So if you're looking for something a little bit different that's still very safe, reliable and nice to drive, then the S40 might just be the car for you. For a huge range of Volvos and many other makes and models, check out CarsIreland.ie to browse over 40,000 new and used cars.